Hey guys, want to show your support to the channel and get some awesome rewards at the same time? Then go check out my Patreon page where at whatever tier you choose that fits your budget, you'll get plenty of rewards such as updates and announcements on the regular, exclusive sneak peeks of my videos before they go up online, get yourself credited, and receive a special shout out at the end of my videos and more. Go to patreon.com/AckleyAttack427TheThomasFan1 to start pledging today. And don't forget to also check out and consider gifting me any items I have listed on my Amazon wishlist and even supporting me on my Streamlabs tipping page that'll also help support the channel directly. Links are in the description box below as well as on my link tree for you to check out. Thank you and enjoy today's video. Take care. Hey guys, like what we do on our channel and want to see more videos from us? Then not to worry about a thing. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as turning on the notification bell so that way you can see more of our videos coming up very soon. Thank you and enjoy today's video.
So, you somehow managed to click on this video. And somehow, given to the title of this, you're just as excited as I am. You don't say. So yeah, how was my Nicolas Cage impression by far? Well, I guess I do need a little something to really kick this video off for sure. So, have I got your attention? Good, so yeah, I think we can now go from there for sure. So yeah, anyways, hey guys, this is SamAttack4427 here, and well, I guess it's time once again I do another one of these response/rant videos as normal, and yeah, I guess for today's topic right now, yeah, I guess I'm long overdue to actually talk about this for sure, but I guess pretty much of anything, I felt now would be a good time for me to talk about this for sure, because I've got a lot to say in regards to this one in its entirety. So yeah, anyways, if you may recall, pretty much just some time ago for sure, I guess on top of course, the numerous amount of trailers we've been getting for several movies and TV shows that have actually dropped some time ago, there is one in particular that I've been meaning to talk about for, of course, this video for sure, and surprisingly enough, that is, of course, what we're going to be talking about here today, So yeah, and of course, surprisingly enough, it will have tie-ins with, of course, the upcoming new show that's going to be released onto Amazon. Excuse me. So yeah, that will, of course, tie into, of course, pretty much the newest show that we're going to be getting on Amazon Prime some point around pretty soon, which goes by the name of Spider-Noir. So yeah, I've got a lot to say, of course, this one for sure, and I would probably say pretty much trailer for sure, because for those who are wondering, yes, they did drop a pretty much the teaser trailer for that said series that's going to be coming out for sure. But surprisingly enough, they actually they didn't just release one trailer for sure. No, they actually released not one, but two teaser trailers for, of course, that series for sure. And trust me when I say they have every good reason for that, hands down, with, of course, one being all in black and white for sure, and the other in full-on color, and yeah, I gotta say, pretty much to kick things off by far, yeah, I guess pretty much, if anything, I guess in regards to that alone, yeah, surprisingly enough, releasing two trailers for Spider-Noir, one in black and white and the other in color, my god, that's actually really clever, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I think with what I've actually, pretty much with what I've seen by far, and for those who are wondering, I actually did take a look at both trailers that we actually got for sure, and well, I guess from my first impressions from what I've actually seen alone, yeah, the show itself actually does look really great, hands down for sure. I really do think they really got a lot going on for sure because yeah, even though for the fact that I do know Spider-Man is, of course, one of the most well-known superheroes within the Marvel Universe, hands down for sure, I guess he is established from, of course, from multiple comic books, and with what we've actually seen recently with the Spider-Verse movies. There are actually different versions of course, the Spider-Man that we all know and love, so that way we'll actually pretty much know pretty much which one is which for sure, and it actually can lead to different interpretations for sure. So yeah, pretty much the same idea as, of course, pretty much the main Spider-Man that we all know and love, but with, of course, some new added elements to it, so that way it'll actually be way different from one another for sure, and I really do think it's actually quite clever, hands down. So I think the idea of course, pretty much Spider-Noir, I will have to say, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I really do think it is actually really quite clever, just basically pretty much a grown-up version of Spider-Man, but in the 1930s and 40s for sure, so yeah, I will admit, that's actually really quite clever, I'm not gonna lie, and I really do think, with what I've actually seen, pretty much for that series that we actually got, based on the trailers alone, yeah, I will have to say, I think they really got a lot going for, hands down for sure, to really actually get ourselves in for one amazing time for sure. So yeah, so I guess with what I've seen from both versions of the teaser trailers that we actually got, I really do love the nice approach that they actually went for, hands down for sure, to really actually make itself a real great time, hands down. So yeah, and plus, I really do love pretty much the way that they want to pretty much set itself in with the whole 1930s time period for sure. I really do think really actually struck a chord with, of course, what we're actually going for, hands down, to really try to make it as close as it can actually be done in the original comic book, hands down. So yeah. So I guess pretty much of anything from what I've actually seen alone, I really do think they really got a lot going for hands down, based on trying to capture the look and the feel of course, pretty much the original comics for sure. But of course, I should mention right now the casting for this. Yeah, for this series, I will admit, is actually really quite awesome, I'm not gonna lie. I really do think they brought along some really great actors on board, and of course, I cannot forget pretty much the title character himself, Spider-Noir. Yeah, I am really happy to hear that Nicolas Cage is gonna be playing the character for sure, to which is actually quite fitting, I'm not gonna lie, because pretty much with what I've actually seen, he actually did it before, pretty much in the first Spider-Verse movie that we actually got, and I really do think he is actually the perfect choice to actually play Spider-Noir for sure. So yeah, pretty much of anything, I do know for the fact that pretty much throughout his ongoing film career for sure, yeah, they're so down in my mind that a lot like everyone else, yeah, I think we really can't get enough of seeing pretty much a really pretty much investigating yet really over the top Nicolas Cage for sure. So yeah. I think that's the one thing we always look forward to, pretty much from the past to even occasionally in the present day for sure, that whenever you see Nicolas Cage in a movie, there will of course be plenty of times where Nicolas Cage will always go fucking nuts for sure. So yeah, so I guess pretty much for what it is, hands down for sure. I know when you actually put on a little something from Nicolas Cage for sure, you're always guaranteed to, of course, get yourself in for the Nicolas Cage freak out for sure, which has actually been pretty much really struck a chord with the internet for sure. So yeah. At least that's what I could say, pretty much in regards to Nicolas Cage as a whole, for sure, and I know that's saying a whole lot since I have seen a few of his films in the past, for sure, so I guess there's that front from what I can gather, So yeah, so by seeing him actually tackle upon Spider-Noir again for this series like he did in the first Spider-Verse movie, I really do think is actually really quite clever, I'm not gonna lie, and I really do think they really got a lot going for hands down all the way, and even the rest of the acting, I'm not gonna lie, actually really is quite interesting for sure, as I can actually see pretty much a good amount of effort being put into their performances all the way, so yeah, but either way, I think it's probably what I could say on that front for sure, so I guess with what I'm actually seeing with the teaser trailers for sure, I really do think they got a lot going for from what I can gather for sure, So yeah, so I guess pretty much of anything, those are several bright spots from what I can gather for sure. But I guess pretty much of anything, I should mention right now that I think from what I've actually seen based on pretty much several research alone, I think pretty much this was actually one project that had that of course pretty much that is, of course, will probably tie into Sony's Sony's Spider-Man universe, hands down, and honestly, to me, I think just by having that alone, pretty much that's a film series for sure. Honestly, I think pretty much on its own, I do think it's fine from what I can gather, but having several connections to that, say, universe alone, having got me a little bit perplexed, hands down, because really bear this in mind, it's been well over a year since after Sony decided to kick the bucket, and of course their Spider-Man cinematic universe for sure. To which, yeah, let's face it, I think despite the fact, given to my mixed reactions, the Venom trilogy actually did pretty well. While pretty much the other films, Morbius, Madam Web, and Kraven the Hunter, did not, hands down for sure, and we do know how I actually felt about all those films, and of course my thoughts videos over the years for sure, starting off with the first Venom movie all the way back in 2018, right up until the very end with Kraven the Hunter back in 2024 for sure, and honestly, I think from what I can gather, much like the Venom trilogy for sure, I really do felt Spider-Noir would have actually been fine on its own for sure. Like you don't need to have it be part of the Sony Spider-Man universe all the way. Just make it a little something on its own for sure. Like what DC did to the Joker with his own movie, hands down. So yeah, but that's at least what I can say, of course, that front for sure, so yeah, but I don't know, maybe it's just me, and of course I was still reeling in, of course, pretty much on, excuse me, yeah, I was still reeling in, of course, how much of a pain I went through, going through, pretty much all the other Sony Spider-Man universe movies for sure, but that's at least what I can say, of course, that front. But however, I will give pretty much a few bright spots, pretty much from what I can gather, is that despite all of that, pretty much from what I've seen in the teaser trailers, they actually did actually pretty much establish that they actually pretty much had pretty much a couple of the producers behind pretty much the Spider-Verse movies, Phil Lord and Chris Miller, are actually attached on as producers for, of course, this series, and And honestly, I really do think it is actually quite nice, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, sure, they had some ups and downs, pretty much from what I could gather, and even some stuff that makes us want to question, of course, their style of filmmaking, for sure, but every now and then, for sure, they can actually pretty much create something really good to really get us in on a little something really great, for sure. So by having them on board for the Spider-Noir series, for sure, I really do think is actually a real good call, for sure, because I know how much they are committed to making the Spider-Verse movies great, and they definitely are, hands down, for sure. So I guess give it to that thought alone. I really do think it was actually quite nice of them to jump back on board to help out with this series all the way, for sure. And for those who are wondering, yes, I am fully aware that some point around next month, they are going to be releasing pretty much their next movie that they're going to be releasing pretty soon, which is, of course, Project Hail Mary, to which I've been quite curious to see on how that'll go, for sure, and who knows, if things go according to plan, maybe I might shoot to go see it for when it comes out, for sure. So yeah, but you may never know, pretty much from what I can gather, unless some things change, for sure, but we'll definitely have to wait and see. So yeah, so I guess pretty much, if anything, give it to everything that I've actually said, hands down. I think the Spider-Noir series really does look quite awesome, for sure. Just the way that it's actually going for, hands down, and plus, not only capturing the look and the feel of course, get my sentence out before you cough, damn it. So yeah, so I guess pretty much of anything, the way he actually really wants to, excuse me, so, yeah, I think the way that, man, can't I get my sentence out without coughing? Really work with me for once, so yeah, I think with the way that it's actually going for to really capture the look and the feel of the original comic, for sure, but also have that real good, pretty much taste of that, of course, what we got with the whole film noir genre that we all know and love, for sure. I really do think is actually really quite fitting, for sure. And giving for the fact with what we actually got in both trailers, for sure. Yeah, surprisingly enough, with what we actually got, probably by the time this series comes out, you do have the option to actually pretty much view the series in one of two ways, for sure. Either you would view it in black and white, or you would view it in color, for sure. So yeah, I really do think it is actually, those are really good options, I'm not gonna lie, and I really do think it'll actually really be quite clever to choose one or the other if you want to view the series. But that would lead to the ultimate question, hands down, for sure. Probably by the time the series does come out, would I actually view it in black and white, or would I view it in color? Pretty interesting choice to make, but if you were to... excuse me, so yeah, if you were to ask me, I'm probably gonna have to settle on seeing it in black and white, for sure, so that way I can actually pretty much get the pretty much the whole film noir type of style with, of course, that series alone, for sure. And don't get me wrong, yeah, I do know seeing it in color will also be great as well, but if I really do want to really capture a little something that I would see from a film noir, like, of course, pretty much dark, heavy shadows, and, of course, some brilliant lighting, hands down, I think the best option is to, of course, view the series in black and white, for sure, so yeah, but that's at least what I can say, of course, that front. So yeah, regardless on that, I'm definitely still looking forward to it, hands down, for when it comes out. And quite fitting enough, for sure, because currently, as of now, the series is pretty much has already got 8 episodes lined up for sure, and it will be available to be released on Amazon Prime on May 27th. That'll be coming up, with it also being premiered on MGM Plus 2 days beforehand for sure. So yeah, but that's at least what I can see, of course, that front for sure. So yeah, will it actually be good, hands down? Well, that's hard to say from what I can gather, but if they can pull it off quite well for sure, maybe it might actually be the road to redemption all the way for sure. And of course, like I said, since after what Sony has been through after the catastrophic failures of Morbius, Madam Web, and Kraven the Hunter that killed off their Spider-Man cinematic universe, maybe they do need a little something to really get themselves back on track if they want to keep on going with, of course, Spider-Man for sure. I mean, really think about this. They've actually been working so well with Marvel Studios to incorporate Spider-Man into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, hands down. So I think they should probably take note on what they're doing with Marvel Studios if they want to keep on going with, of course, keeping the rights to a Spider-Man all the way for sure, or I guess pretty much give control to give control of Spider-Man back over to Marvel for sure. Kind of like pretty much what we got recently with, of course, X-Men and pretty much the Fantastic Four, hands down. But we'll definitely wait and see what happens, hands down. So yeah, but regardless on that, I'm definitely looking forward to hopefully seeing Spider-Noir probably by the time it does come out for sure. It'll be hard to say on whether or not it's going to be good, but I do hope it'll actually give us something interesting. So yeah, but that's at least what I can say of course, that front. And of course, on that thought alone, I think I might as well end this video here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this latest video, and by all means, I'll go ahead and turn it over to you guys. What do you think of the teaser trailers for Spider-Noir for sure, and are you looking forward to seeing it? And moreover, are you going to view the series in black and white, or are you going to view it in color? So yeah, let me know what you think down in the comments down below to see what you guys think. So yeah, that's at least what I can say, of course, that front. Thank you guys so much for watching this latest video, and yeah, hopefully if I can find another good topic for me to talk about for sure, I'll be sure to let you guys know in my next rant video somewhere down the road for sure. But for now, I think I'm gonna set my eyes on plenty of other stuff for sure, so that way I can keep myself busy as normal and not let anyone or anything get in my way, hands down for sure. But we may never know, hands down. So yeah, I guess until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.
Special thanks to all of my supporters on Patreon for making today's video possible, including my top tier supporters for this month, VD and Sam Shepard. So if you want to be like these guys and show your support to us, then go to patreon.com/AckleyTackTV to pledge now, do so, and get some awesome rewards within your budget. Hey guys, this is AckleyTack4427 here. Thank you all so much for watching today's video. Feel free to like, comment, and share if you enjoy what you're seeing. If you like what you see here and want to see more videos coming up, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button and switch on the notification bell to get notifications, and select all notifications to be notified for when we post a new video. And don't forget to switch on notifications on your phone as well. Also, don't forget to check out my second channel and our 2-member channel with Sam the Thomas Fan 1, SamAttack4427TheThomasFan1 Productions, for plenty more content you can't find on here. You can check both of our channels out with the links or by our handles provided on screen. Feel free to shoot me an email with my email address provided, backley95@hotmail.com, if you want to ask me a question, want to collab with me for a project you've got in the works, or if you want to book me to be featured for a convention coming up. Follow me on my social media pages on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to keep up to date with me on updates, announcements, and new releases of my videos, as well as plenty of others I've got with my handles provided, as well as the links down in the description box below. Also, don't forget to follow me on TikTok for other videos I've got aside from the ones I've posted on YouTube, and on Twitch for any future live streams I've got coming up soon, as well as join our official Discord server to see what we've provided. If you wish to show your support to me, then feel free to check out my Patreon to get sneak peeks of my videos coming up before they go up online, as well as getting access to updates and playing more in addition to getting some awesome rewards within your budget. Also, don't forget to check out and show your support to me on my wishlist on Amazon, and even supporting me at streamlabs.com/AckleyTACTV/tip that you can find in the description box below, as well as on my Twitch page. And in case you can't find any of the links that are provided, then not to worry about a thing. All the links and stuff are also provided on my link tree that you can also find in the description box below, as well as a few selected number of my social media pages. Other than that, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be sure to see you in the next video. Take care.